All right, so Shnerdcast episode 42, back here at the Colt Cannon pad, the
Yeah.
fucking
As my brother called it, the Fortress of Solitude.
the Fortress of Solitude. There you go.
Yep.
Getting it, fucking yeah, 42 episodes, dude. Finally, it's
Wow,
weird.
dude, congratulations.
It's weird
That's
because
impressive.
I remember looking back at I was because I do the I make like 10 to 20 or 1 to 20 or 1 to 10, 11 to 12. So I like kind of started doing some more organization with the folders, and it's just crazy because it's like, wow, episode 40, like all this time here, and I really need to go back and look through like which like the best of, and just start doing
Yeah,
like
do a best
episode
of, dude.
1 through 10.
Do a compilation, best of.
Yeah,
Do.
just the thing is that's like
It's a
20
lot of work.
hours to go to
It's a lot of
to go
work.
through.
But you could always skim through it
Yeah,
and
true.
just find something you like at random moments.
I'm pretty sure looking back, because I'm pretty sure when you look back at your first reactions, you're like, what the hell
still
was
have
I
them.
thinking? Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't deleted them.
You don't delete them, you keep them because they're.
No, I mean the ones that I did before this new.
Oh, okay,
set,
okay.
I'm always like, oh God.
Dude, you know what you should do is like when you get further in, you should be like, okay, this is what I used to do. Like
Yeah.
nobody has seen this, and like
That's
probably
why I
like,
saved them.
yeah,
That's why I
be like-
saved them. I want to show people progress
It'd be like-
eventually.
oh, dude, you'd be like, what was I thinking?
No, I seen it, and there's like this sheet in the back, and it's like blowing in the wind, and I'm like,
It's all hella
okay.
hot and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I have this table
Mhm.
as the main table in front of me, and it's like all awkward because I don't have much room. It looks like I'm sitting in like the corner, and in
Yeah.
reality, I'm right there, over
Yeah.
there by the window, and I'm like, why did I just use the window setting? Like,
I know, right?
like what was I thinking?
Probably would have been nice too. You had like a little tree in the background and everything.
Yeah, dude, if I got the lighting right, like with the camera, it would have looked good. But instead,
I know you probably could never see because we're always recording at night, but in the back there's beautiful trees back there.
yeah, it is. It's actually really
it's
nice over there.
scenery.
Yeah, it is. In the morning, it's nice when you open
Yeah.
that up and you have like a cup of coffee or whatever you want to have in the morning, and just
Yeah, it's very peaceful out here in the mornings.
it is. People try to ruin that, and
Yeah.
I think that goes for every area. But just speaking on my own area at the time, right now, it is very peaceful over here, regardless of the train or whatever.
Yeah.
This
Like
you
you
don't
said, you get
notice,
used to it.
Yeah, you don't notice it,
Yeah.
and like me and you had a really good morning that one morning. When
Yeah.
we woke up and we just sat out here and we were smoking a blunt. We were just like, it's really nice out right now. Like,
Yeah, it was,
it
dude.
was hella cool to have that. So you're right. Peaceful mornings here sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the peaceful mornings here are pretty dope. Fucking
Yeah,
that-
but you know, Rancho has them too. The only thing is that
yeah, it's early mornings. It has to be like
not to say
sunrise.
yeah, okay, it's different with your location. There's a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
You know, and so like you get a
Definitely
lot of
one of
echoes.
the main streets.
You get a lot of echoes. You
Well,
know,
I mean,
you really do get a lot of echoes.
I'm
in
right
that
next.
area.
I mean, I'm right next to the freeway, so
Yeah.
it's just
Okay,
like,
I didn't want to say it, but he
yeah.
said it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's alright. It's good, a little peaceful.
No,
out
Rancho's
there,
cool.
yeah.
Like,
It has to be like really early though, like ass crack of dawn, like.
downtown Sac can be really pretty. Especially early morning, like you said. No, you put it best. That time frame you said, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Because the city's still sleeping, and
Yeah.
you still got those stragglers that are
Tweakers.
having
Tweakers
the
are still on the
nights.
run and every now and then, but
You have that one dude that's been just drinking all night. Like the bar's closed, but I still got beer.
yeah, still good. My name's Dan.
Oh, dude. Which, by the way, we should.
I'd like to get him back on, by the way,
Yeah,
just so
that'd
you know.
be-
Like, so if you were thinking about that, I was
Yeah.
thinking about it. Say, by the way,
So, what you been up to, man? What you been the things people
dude,
past week or so?
man, I've been
been a
happy,
quiet week.
man. I've
Yeah.
been happy. That's what I've been doing. I've been making music. I've been
Being positive.
just being super positive and trying to push everybody around me to just want me. I want to push everybody around me to be on the level where I'm at, where I'm like,
It's
dude,
infectious.
yeah,
right?
dude, stay around me so that we can exactly like, yo, if we're gonna be intoxicating, like if we're gonna be intoxicating, let it be in the best way possible to each other.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly.
So
I know. Exactly
I've just
what
been
you
like,
mean.
dude, it's crazy how busy you can stay. And it really is. I'll get about 3-4 hours. I'll get about 3-4 hours of sleep, and then like I wake up, and I shoot a couple reactions, 1 to 2 reactions. I edit one of them.
Pretty jealous of that, dude. How
Dude,
you-
I always do it, and then I've been so dude. I don't want to go too into it, but like my days
Well-
have literally started at 3 a.m. and ended around like 12 a.m. So like, yeah, and like I'll get a few hours.
Can you give us a little thing about Punjabi? Because I know you said it a few times, like some Punjabi, like just like a phrasing or like a word.
You want me to say a phrase?
Or like a word or something.
Metika, मैं दोपहर दी रोटी खानी चाहंदा हाँ.
Damn, dude.
I want to eat lunch.
That's good. That's
yeah,
really
and I
good.
asked you how you were, and then I said I'm good, and then I said I believe I said that right. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, because like you said, I've been trying to work on my Spanish, just trying to get more of the just the lingo down. I haven't been practicing full sentences like that though, but
no, dude. Today was, to be honest, I got lucky there because I've been drinking and I'm not good with when I've been drinking. To play it safe, like with anybody that's watching, the best thing to always do if you see somebody that you think is Punjabi, just to like have a conversation with them and find out, not to assume, right? But if you think you know, there are times when I know for certain that the person I'm talking to probably speaks Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, English, and Spanish, right? I can see them. I know how smart these guys are, or girls are, right? Best thing you could say, Sat Sri Akal. Sat Sri Akal, Ki Allah Paji. You know what I mean?
Like, good morning, how are you?
Sat Sri Akal is just based. What's the literal meaning? I think is. I don't remember the literal meaning, but the reason I say that, because if you were to walk up and be like, Assalamu alaikum, well, that is something you say to Muslim Punjabis, and I just found out the other day that can be offensive to Hindu Punjabis. Did my lessons, and I realized, I fucked up. He's Hindu. I should have said namaste.
Namaste. Yeah.
Everybody knows that one. Namaste is a better one. So I
Isn't
can't
that
remember.
like a yoga term though? Namaste.
No, it's not. It's Hindu.
Well,
it's a Hindu term.
Didn't
if anything?
Didn't the Indians or Hindus invent yoga?
Maybe. Yeah. I'm not that far in my lessons.
I'm not that far in my lessons.
I don't know.
I love that answer. That was hilarious. That was awesome.
I'm sorry. I really do wish I knew. Like, I don't know.
Oh man, that's a good one. Fucking. But
So how's your Spanish been going though? How's your Spanish been going? Excuse me.
Not as good as yours, but I've definitely
not
been
my
trying
Spanish,
to.
But my language studies is what he means.
Yeah, not as good as like how you're. I'm not as progressing as far as you're progressing as far as like learning skills. Yeah, and fucking it's all right because I've been trying to have my mom teach me stuff.
I know, I admire that so much. That's so cool.
It's I just have a hard time retaining the information. You know what I mean? Like I learn it, I think it, and then I.
Are you learning it with alcohol in your system?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't mean you're not. Okay,
no,
good.
No.
Don't learn while you're drinking.
It's just because I'm still trying to figure out how to form sentences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I was like, yo es like mírale. Some like not. I want to say película because it's that's just show, but it's like it's like program, like it sounds like
it can mean I see what you're saying. It sounds like
so the word I'm trying to think of, but she told me what the word with sports was, and I totally I'm blanking on it now, so I can't really.
No, that's okay.
But I'm like I said, I'm trying to learn how to just form sentences and just basic words like I am doing this. Oh, I am going to do this. You know, like I'm trying to figure out like I am like so.
Try the course that I told you about. The first one will be free. Yeah. Pimsleur's first course will be free for Spanish. Try it and just plug in your headphones and play a video game. Yeah. And just do what it says. That's why this is how I needed my lesson to be. I needed to plug my headphones in, repeat what they say, be able to go backwards, and just play my video game. And just go exercise. Go on a run and run. And they go, how do you say hello to a Hindu colleague? Namaste, namaste.
I see what you're saying. Instead of just sitting there and trying to make yourself learn it, just kind of multitasking, just have it in the background while you.
Yes, and also, that's how you should fall asleep is to the movies, the target language you're learning. At least this is my style. I'm not professional. I'm a high school dropout. I'm just merely honestly, a passion for everybody. I don't want people to think that I you messed up in Punjabi.
Everybody, because you told me this before, and like my mom's told me this. I've had teachers because I've taken German class. Teachers told me this. I've heard people. Everybody who speaks different languages says one of the best ways to learn.
Watching stuff.
Exactly, watching it
and listening to it.
Exactly. So that's one of the best ways to learn the language, and I was like, that's so fucking true. But I think people don't want to think they have the patience because that's how I am. I'm like, I'm just watching the show. I'm like, I've seen this episode a few like
I told you I have
time.
that.
Yeah, dude.
If you want to take it,
I forgot to take that.
If you want to take it, you can. I'd like you to have it. I'd like
Yeah.
you to have it. There's a DVD in there. I don't recommend it. But this is just how I recommend learning it. As I'm telling you through Pimsleur.
As long as
This stuff right here is just for if you have a question and you want to locate a chapter, and you can have some, because there are errors.
I'm just more for like just, you know what I mean, just the basics, like
I'm telling you, dude.
me, I,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
just trying to, I guess, also like I want to know the alphabet, be able to at least count, like know the numbers,
Yeah, the Latin
count to
alphabet,
at least
yeah.
10. You know what I mean? I can
Yeah.
count to 10 in Spanish, but I still suck at it. Yeah, dude, fucking learning.
I'm super proud of you for when you see me to do this. So I'm gonna say something, and I don't want you to cut this out because it's super important. Because I have noticed lately, since I've been announcing like, oh, hey, I'm doing this, right, or I'm doing that, and it's like you always ask me like, dude, what have you been up to, or like when we first start this, and you want to hear, even though we've talked about it through text messages and Instagram and whatever, me and him talk all the time through Snapchat and stuff like that. We talk through various avenues, and I noticed lately when I announce good news, the people that pretend like they're rooting for me are no longer, they're paying attention, but they don't want to give me that credit. Like, it's more like they're watching from the sidelines now.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's see what happens. And they're rubbing their beards, right? And it's like, okay, with you, you're always like super like, oh yeah, let's do this, blah, 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 blah. I love that you took, oh, Josh is learning a language. You know, he's doing this damn thing. I should be learning a fucking language. The reason I love that is because other people I've talked to, an example, we know one that texts long stories to us, right? Yeah. I told them about, oh, I'm doing this and that and that, and they're just, and all they replied was, oh, 100, hey, let's get it. And it's like, dude, can you have a little more enthusiasm for me? Because you're telling me your business plan for this business and that business, and here I am saying, do this, do that. Okay, hey, that's cool. Bounce ideas off me.
Exactly.
Like, don't sit there and pretend like you're on the outskirts. So, like, with you learning the language, it's really dope that you were like, Josh is learning. If he can fucking learn a few phrases in Punjabi, I can learn where I came from. Yeah. And that's inspiring.
Dude, it's the same thing. It's kind of the same way with cooking. Right? It's one of those things where anybody can cook, and I do believe not everybody can learn to cook, but they can learn to cook like simple meals. So not everybody can learn 5 different languages, but they can definitely learn another language.
Everybody can learn a language. Yeah, for the most part, like, even like.
Not everybody can make eggs Benedict, but they can make scrambled eggs or a fucking fried egg. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So that's important to like kind of like.
I just want to make like kind of a different example of like, you know.
Yeah, and that's important. That's important to differentiate between, because I've talked to a few people and they're like, "Oh, you're trying to be like fluent in Punjabi?" I'm like, "No, I'm trying to appreciate a new language in conversational form, and I'm just merely trying to learn conversational Punjabi. And yes, I'll probably study the language for the next 2 years.
Yeah,
I won't get any of it, or maybe I'll get a bunch of it, or maybe I'll get some of it. But for 2 years, for the next 2 years, I'm focusing on this language." And I get that that's weird because most people don't spend more than 6 days learning how to bead something or learning how to jump on a skateboard and do a kickflip.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay, for 2 years, this is what I'm doing, and I'm only going to get this good at it, and it makes people uncomfortable. It's the same thing with what you're saying is like, I want to be able to, I want to learn that. Like, I want to learn that niche.
To kind of jump on what you're saying, I'll cut this out, but so my girlfriend's cousin, the nephew, little guy. So with kids and technology and everything, they could learn all these memes and they could learn all these, you know what I mean? Yes. Like when they could learn the dances and Fortnite dances. You see kids that literally mimic. Like if you walk down the store, you can see kids doing Fortnite dances, and you know what I mean. It's anywhere there's kids.
Anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, and like these kids can mimic these stuff and learn it just like by watching over and over again. Like, but they can't learn a new language. Nope. Like they can't.
That same skill they already possess, They don't apply it to the right thing.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And
I
it's just,
feel you, dude.
And it's just crazy because it's like they have all this technology, they have all this stuff. But
How
they just
profound is that?
Yeah, right. They don't want to look at the stupidest shit. They want to see what the next big challenge is.
They want to copy what some like fake dude pretended to be in some fake video. Blah 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 blah. But they don't want to actually like better themselves. Like it's just the cats getting down, like Seatown.
But it's just crazy how I can't blame kids only because we're the same way. You know what I mean? Like we'll look at videos and be like, "That's hilarious," and at that point in time, we wasted like half an hour, like 45 minutes, an hour, just watching YouTube videos of people
Scrolling
doing
through dumb
stupid
shit.
ass shit, and then we could have just spent
Created that.
at least 15 minutes looking at some, like learning how to.
The thing we spent 30 minutes looking at, we could have created in probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I like how this intro was like, "Hey, how you been?" Turned into a fucking
Conversation.
minute fucking combo.
That's what I got too. So we're good, bro. This is a good conversation. It's a healthy one.
Come
on, man. A conversation about languages and shit. What do you got?
One of the things I wanted to talk about though is the NBA's back, baby, dude. The NBA's back. Oh, it's so nice. I haven't been doing much work or playing games or anything, trying to upload stuff because the NBA has been watching. It's been on all day.
Yeah, you've
every
been
day.
loving it,
dude. I think my
how weird is it? Is there fans there or no?
So the way to explain it is they I'm actually good for right now. So what the way they do it is they're in a bubble or like a place secured off place where people can't come in or out.
Yeah.
And only certain people can come in, like just like goods, deliveries, and everything. They got everything catered. They could get stuff catered to them. So
really?
Yeah, so they have the life in there pretty much. Like,
yeah.
When it comes to like, if I was me, I'd be like, I want give me some
Lobster?
fucking wings, some lobster, you know what I mean? Getting all this stuff. But they have wristbands, so if they have a fever, it'll kind of like record it, like like a medical thing, or just record the thing. Good. So it's like, oh, this person had a fever. Let's test him, like pull him aside, quarantine him, and they're in Disney World or like the quarters of Disney World, and so they're pretty much in a bunch of like fancy ass hotels.
Oh
and
shit! Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dope. And towards your question for the fans, they have these walls which are pretty much they look like they have fans in there, but they're webcam fans.
Webcam fans.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
yeah.
But there's a
I get it. Yeah. I get it.
So it's like a projector wall kind of, but it's
everybody's sitting in front of their computer screen like.
Dude, it's funny how you said that because last night, the Clippers versus the Suns game, Devin Booker hit a jump shot, which ended the game. But if you, they were talking about in the sports show, if you look at it in the back, there's sports fans going like you do, like
yeah.
They're at home.
That's
though.
awesome.
So
we missed it.
And
we all missed it.
And so what they do for they'll still have home court, and so they'll have so the players will be playing, but when you're watching on TV, they'll have certain places laminated. So it'll be like the Toyota Center or Staples Center, since it's home court. So, and they have the recordings of people being like defense and like the people just shouting from the games and stuff. They have recordings that they yell, so kind of simulate a real game. But I think it's pretty cool that they're bringing all that shit back in.
Dude, I think we really we really connect over that. That you being a sports fan and me not being a like basketball, football kind of fan, right? Like in general, I think we both can't. I think a bunch of people like me and you, where we're on two different sides of the court, really understood after all this Corona shit how important sports are.
Dude, it is.
It's no joke. I'm not talking just about UFC. I'm not talking about kickboxing, boxing. I'm not talking about NBA or NFL. I'm talking about all of them.
Yeah.
If you have a sport that you like, after all this should probably tell you how important it is to have something just to go.
It's just it feels nice just to talk about something else than just the election coming up and then politics,
all of our craziness in this fucking
Corona,
country across the
and
world.
This person has this person has that, and then all this crazy ass stuff.
Too much. It's too much for us, man.
And it's just good to just see people just battling out and just to argue of stupid shit. You know? Just to go back to arguing.
a ball going in.
Exactly.
I like that.
And
I missed that.
It's nice.
I think they did too.
Yeah, they really. I mean, most of the players fought for it, so
Yeah.
it's good to see. It's good to see.
They
Sports
wanted
go
it.
back,
Yeah, they wanted it. Yeah.
And they still have all. They're doing it for they still have the Black Lives Matter doing all this stuff. They're all most of them are kneeling during the.
I seen that.
The
I know.
pledge.
And when you say most of them, I heard a few stories.
Well, there's Greg Popovich. He didn't sit, but he he still believes in the
The old ways. Sorry, guys.
the way I can't really explain too much, I guess, but
Yeah, we're not in the know.
I haven't really paid attention to it much, but he pretty much said he's for the cause. He represents everything,
It's like,
but
my hip's acting up.
I don't want to talk shit about Greg Popovich, dude. This is like one of the most legendary coaches of all time, so I don't want to say. If it was anybody else, I'd jump right on that fucking train, dude. Trust me.
You'd be like, give me a nut.
This is Greg Popovich, so it's totally respectable, and if you knew who this guy was,
No, I would. Based on how you're talking about him.
So if anybody who doesn't know who Greg Popovich is, just look it up. Look up the reasoning. I'm sure you'll probably see it was probably trending, if you know what I mean, for like a day or something or a few hours. But yeah, other than that, everybody's been kneeling. They all have
good.
They all have messages on their back.
I've read about it. Yeah, I've read about
so.
that. Yeah, I'm. You know me. I'm not gonna be sitting there talking about any kind of stats with you over like the sports that you know better than me, because I will. All the time.
As of now, I don't really know all the stats.
No, I know, but you know sports better than me as far as NBA and NFL go, and I can go pretty good with you.
I wake up in the morning and watch that stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can go round for round with you with any kind of boxing, UFC stuff. Same with Dan. Like as far as sports talk goes,
You guys will probably know more than that than me, honestly.
I think me and you probably know just about the same amount, but I'm more comfortable in the thing, but in that field. But I think. Now it's super dope that we got it back. Sports back. We got the NBA back. NFL's coming back too,
so
right?
Nice. Yeah, NFL's coming back.
A few months.
Football's coming back.
Yeah. Actual
baseball's actually gonna come back.
You're talking about real football, like soccer, right? Okay.
Fuck about American football.
Oh,
I don't watch that though. I'm just saying that they've been promoting it a lot.
I don't watch it either.
Yeah.
I hope football is coming back.
I'm pretty sure it will.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because it's producing billionaires now.
It's like the NBA is 100 millionaires.
Hey, they'll be billionaires in no time. I mean, come on, dude. LeBron can create a school. What can another player do?
If you're a 19-year-old, like superstar 19-year-old, you okay?
Sorry, it's my hand. Yeah, it really does hurt.
If you're a superstar 19-year-old, let's say Zion Williams, I don't know if you heard that name been thrown around. So Zion Williams, remember that because you probably might hear it later on. If you're that guy, you're probably going to end up making at least $2. Oh, that's mine.
Skateboard. I mean the skateboard. Skateboard.
If you're Zion Williams, you're probably going to make almost at least the way things are looking.
Wait, who's Zion Williams?
He's a rookie basketball player.
Okay, yeah, okay.
He's 19. He's the face of the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay.
And definitely going to be an explosive player. One of the bigger names in going forward in NBA history as of now.
So he has mad potential.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the contracts, the way they're going, he's definitely going to be at least probably going to make close to like $1 billion by the end of his
career.
Yeah. From NBA money alone, not including
endorsements,
commercials,
shit.
all that other stuff. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, by the end of his career, he'll most certainly probably pass pass $1 billion.
In 2 or 3 years, he's going to be eligible to be making at least $200+ million for a 5-year contract. And if he doesn't get injured and
what does the 5-year contract entail? Is he allowed to take certain endorsements? And what do the endorsements entail? How much do the endorsements go back to?
That $200 million is just contract.
Well, no,
that has nothing to do with.
No, I know, but he's getting paid for a season, right? Like
Yeah,
they go,
games.
hey, this is what you're worth. This is for the season, right? And then if you don't finish the season, and then they also have insurances on the NBA players. So I imagine.
No, the contract's guaranteed.
So they get that money.
No matter what.
No, I know, but they get that money,
Yeah.
and then they have to fulfill a certain amount of something.
No.
Yes, for sure.
No.
No, for sure.
No, they don't, dude.
Dude, yes, they do. They can get hurt and get out of it.
No, dude.
Dude, no, they just can't
No,
go.
They could trade him. They could trade him, but the team's gonna be like. So let's say.
Are you positive about that? Are
Oh,
you
dude.
100% positive that if that's true?
It's true, dude.
If that's true,
That money's guaranteed, baby.
if that's true,
As long as you sign that contract.
I'm 100%
guaranteed.
saying the WNBA doesn't make enough money now.
Oh, definitely not.
No, I said it before, but I'm saying
Yeah.
if that's the attitude that they've obtained, where they're like, oh,
The NBA rules. That's what the players fought for. That the players like over time they fought for a certain amount of like rights and everything.
that's interesting.
No,
that's
it's-
true. Oops,
that money's for sure guaranteed.
that's truly fact, dude.
Well,
That's crazy.
The only way to avoid it is if they're to like refuse to play. That's the only way. So like if they get injured and they're like oh
What about legal troubles? How does that affect them? Do you know or no? That's a hard one. I know. That's
if
a
it's
hard
legal
one.
troubles they'll be able to get away with it. So if it's
I mean,
like
if Kobe
if
got.
they
I mean,
went
I
to
hate to say
jail-
this, but Kobe got the rape charges back in
There are-
years ago.
there are things so like if somebody went to jail then yeah they can like get it voided because it's
Yeah.
like that's breaching the
Yeah.
contract. You know what I mean? Or if like they got injured, like skateboarding or some shit, then they could probably void it because they're like
Yeah,
legally not
yeah,
to.
but every sport's gonna have a different like parameters for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
For basketball, for sure. I don't know how-
I see what you're saying.
I don't
though,
know how
because
for
I think,
basketball for sure though. I know.
I think about the Kobe situation back in the day. He got
the rape charge.
the rape charges, and it was kind of like, okay, was it rape charges or did you go into the locker room and go, oh my god, this is fucking Kobe?
I know, right? For real.
I'm just saying it's Kobe. Like,
For real.
he was Kobe. Like, he was the GOAT, bro. Like, don't diss Kobe.
Yeah, I think that's why he had to go through all that. I don't think they paid him because
No, so what you're saying is their contracts are basically
Yeah,
like
so they
they have that's
have
good.
to show
That's
up.
good then.
They do have to show up and do all that
No,
stuff.
yeah, but there's a certain amount of things that they don't have to put up with.
Yeah, so let's say like they tear an
That's
Achilles and they can't play for like a year. They have a choice to travel with the team. They don't have to, and then they also
they can be benched or something.
Yeah, but they're gonna be benched obviously because they're still on the contract. So as long as they're on the contract,
So they still get okay.
so even
okay.
if they got traded, so let's say if this was on the Kings, somebody got injured, we're paying them 200 plus mil for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So let's say like 40 million a year. We paid him 1 year, he gets injured, we don't want him anymore. We trade him to another team. That contract gets transferred to them now. So
Okay,
now they're
okay.
paying that 40 million to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah, and then also
Well, I'm glad the players have rights then.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
amazing.
I
That right there. If that's
It-
like I'll say
'cause
it with if just because I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're right, that's really
Because the
brilliant.
first $200 million contract was, I think, like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And fucking, I think it was like Steph Curry or like not. Steph
I was
Curry,
just about to ask who you think it was. Yeah.
I think because I remember they made a deal with Disney and it just fucking like blew up and like mediocre ass
Do you want
players.
to look
was-
it up or not?
Yeah, go for it, dude.
You're right.
It was Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. By contrast, Stephen Curry signed a $201 million
But
contract.
like literally right
this
after that,
offseason, which was, I don't know what year that was, but he's right.
probably
yeah.
2018. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, fucking good call. So I believe you. Yeah, I believe you.
So and then
I don't doubt
right after that, it was just like people were making more like 200, 205, 210, 215, and then now. So I'm saying like if you're an NBA player now and you fucking have $200 million contract, or like 19, you could make 200 million. The next, so you could probably make like 600 million plus in the next like 12 years.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy just from playing basketball. But you have to be on the top, you know.
Dude.
You can't be a pussy.
Can't be a cop out.
Exactly.
I like that, dude. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a good education. Thank you.
Other sports, I have no idea.
No, you know how I am, dude.
yeah.
All ears. I'm
just
always
saying,
all ears. And
football, I
I'll
don't
always
know.
question, though. I always
Baseball,
question, but...
hockey.
Yeah,
I just
no,
know,
dude. That's
I just
awesome.
know baseball, you get like 300 million for like 8 years and shit.
Really? Baseball's that much? Damn.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
crazy.
baseball was kind of dying out. This shit's loud as fuck. Boy, this is the pipe that reminds me.
I know. Every time I was looking at that, I was like,
I just remind me of each hate mark that it left for me. I'm like, fuck this
just
guy.
a new one every week or
Yeah,
something. Just
dude.
keeps on growing.
It's the mutant
It's
pipe.
gonna be one day.
He
like,
probably coughed on it.
like,
He was like, I'm gonna sell this to this guy.
he's like, you want this motherfucker?
Wiped it in his butt. I like it. It's better.
So we went skateboarding not too long ago at the skate park near
Yeah,
here.
just an hour or two ago.
How'd you like skateboarding, huh?
Dude, I missed it.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long
literally
time.
been over
I forget.
10 years,
I forget.
think.
I mean, you talked about it.
No, not over 10 years. Sorry.
Well, for us together,
Yeah.
we haven't skated. Come on.
It's been at least like 8 years. 'cause
No, come on. When's
it
the
was-
last time we skated?
Probably 2013. Remember?
When?
Because you lived back at that place in Rancho. And
When
then
I had a deck.
You did, but you never really skate. You skated a few times with me and Will.
I
It's me
bought
and
the
Will.
mini logo. I had
Yeah.
that mini logo from Subway when I worked at Subway, and
Yeah.
that's. You're right. You're 100% right. I'm
You
sorry.
had that skateboard made of Subway sandwiches.
Yeah. I did everything I could to get a deck on that budget.
I mean, those bread, when they get stale, dude, they're impossible to snap.
Yeah, dude.
Just kidding.
Hell are, bro. You could hella grind like a 12 straight
Oh,
route for like an hour straight. And that thing wouldn't cut in half.
I'm not going to lie, though. Skating with you was hella fun, dude.
Dude, I missed it, bro. It was cool. It was just us.
Blast
And
from the
like,
past.
it was, dude. And it was funny because of the probably 45 minutes we were there, we probably only kicked it about 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we like towards like the time like in between sessions when we decided to skate the same thing and the light became our common.
Yeah, we didn't have much light there, so.
No, but that box was fun to skate. And
It
dude,
was.
hey, Ben busted. Yo, dude. Ben goes up, he does a front side 50-50, he tries a backside 50-50, and then he starts doing a 5-0, 180 out, and I was like,
But
oh,
you
this...
crooked it, though. That's harder.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
What?
dude.
You did 2 tricks. What the fuck are you talking about? You did 2 tricks in one...
But I did a 50-50 and a 5-0. I'm sorry. You did a crook, bro.
Dude, I've
This will
met
turn into a
12-year-olds. I met... Ah.
Last time I skated was probably about a month ago. Last time you skated...
It was like 10 years ago.
Exactly. So that's my whole point.
No, dude, it just
You haven't
was...
skated in forever, and you
You did
did
a
it.
crook.
Yeah, you did something that probably took... It took me like at least like a couple days of skating before I could actually even attempt
but
it.
this is what did we talk about earlier, Ben? Though with like me with my music or like with like careers. I got you. You want a lighter? What did we talk about earlier with like our like our goals and stuff? Like, what's the best thing to have around us? People
More
that
positive
are people that like so. Why do you think I was able to bust a crook? Well, that's because the guy that I'm skating with, I remember busting 360 flips over stairs and hitting handrails and looking at me and go, oh, you can't do that? And then, like, I'd eat a burrito and he'd go like this. He'd eat my Taco Bell burrito. He'd be like, what's that over there? And I'd look and he'd just eat the burrito out of my hand, bruh.
Well, I don't know if this
This guy
dude,
was next level.
I don't know whatever happened to this guy, but I'll probably cut out his last name. But Justin, he used to live right near me.
One of the twins.
Yeah, he did that to me. I had a sandwich. I remember because my mom made me this delicious ass sandwich, and I was like so excited. I saved it for after school, so because I was gonna go skate with them because it was like with Tessa, and like a bunch of their friends. And I just remember I was like, I'm skipping lunch today. I'm just gonna drink chocolate milk, and then I'm just gonna fucking.
I'm gonna mouth this sandwich.
And I just remember eating it. It was right after school. I met up with everybody, and I was eating it. And I guess he must have fucking skipped lunch too that day or something. And he was like, damn, that sandwich looks hella good. Right before I could take a bite, I was like, yeah, my mom made it just for me. And I just remember he was like, what? I was like, damn, he's like, somebody did that over there. And I was like, what? And he's like, I just looked down, and I don't know why. I was like holding the sandwich perfectly for him to just like, just take multiple bites out of it. Hey. And then he came back up and he was like, And he's like, that was good. And I was like, thanks, dude. And just fucking threw it. Like, I gave it to him pretty much. Skateboarding.
Skateboarding was really fun back then. No, today skateboarding was dope. I didn't expect to bust a crook. It was really fun though, cause like right away when I went up to it, when I went up to the rail,
Yeah.
Dude, it was because of you. I brought this up. I know we got off topic, but
No, it's good.
it was my bad. But it was because of you, because I surround myself with people that are better than me at things. And I know you're better than me at skating. I don't need you to tell me that. I don't care if you agree or not. But there's never been a point in my life where I was better than Ben. And like,
oh, okay, we're not.
So what I'm saying is when like me trying a crook was because I was around someone that was a little bit better than me.
I got you, fucking.
So I know you're trying to give me credit when you're like a 50-50 180 out or a 5-0 180 out is not the same as a crook. That's why I brought that up.
So we were talking about earlier about the new generation skaters and shit, and you were showing me that one Asian dude that did the 540
like a 540 through. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And I just want to talk a little bit about that. I was like, how much skateboard has evolved since we fucking been skating, like back in the day since we were kids, because skating back then was pretty fucking crazy, and people were doing some crazy ass shit. But it's nowhere near what people are doing nowadays, and it's crazy to see how much skateboarding has evolved in the last decade. And then I don't know when's the last time you watched a skate video besides like just recently. Like, do you remember the last time you watched a skate video?
Well, the last week I've been watching a lot, but do you mean before that?
Yeah,
long time.
It's been a while, right?
It's been a while, yeah.
So that was the same for me, and then I watched like every couple of years I hear about like, did you see Nigel Houston's part?
Yeah.
So I checked that out, but other than that, I haven't really been watching it. But the past few, I guess like year and a half, I've been looking at some skate videos, and it's just crazy to see how much that shit's evolved, and the skaters, like what they do. And then did you watch the My War thing that I sent you?
The one you sent me. Yeah.
That one was fucking crazy, and
the way it started was just like, oh, this is like a movie.
I know. And Andrew Reynolds was like one of the editors, which is crazy because I think he actually edited a lot of his own parts. So
yeah,
I'll have to fact check that. So I'm not gonna, but yeah, dude,
it's crazy how much it's evolved.
Yeah,
the kids that are coming out now, like, but in what you're saying though, like with what you're saying, I'm so glad, and I said this in the car on the way of the car ride over when we were going there and back. I was like, dude, I'm so glad I quit. Like, I'm so glad I'm able to come back, and this is still something that's fun, because at the time it was starting to get not fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is hella lame, because like, but for the record, our skate circle was very different than others.
Yeah.
You know, but kids have gotten so good. It's insane to see the things they're doing and how perfect they're doing them.
Right.
It makes me look at them and go, man, I'm so glad that people like you picked up a skateboard and like are going to carry on the next generation. Because like all I can do is sit there and go, damn, man, I wish I was like as like cool, calm, collected as most of these new skaters are.
I think it's the best way to teach them when they're younger, when they're a kid. Fucking, some kids are just fearless and they just go for it. But only reason I want to bring that up is just because we both grew up skateboarding, and it was pretty like a big part of our
lives.
A big
part of our
not
teenage
not
years.
Only like in us hanging out and being friends and everything, but just in our lives in general, like as an outlet and everything. And but
it was super fun. It really was. And just so everybody knows, we, at least if Ben doesn't, I plan on doing skate video stuff and like editing skate stuff. They're just gonna be us having fun. Don't expect us going hella hard. It's just gonna be hella fun.
Yeah.
And I want to shoot some stuff of you with me with the cameras and set up angles. And I would like you to shoot some stuff of me and just have fun.
Dude, Hey, just know I'll be totally down to fucking come out here, pick you up, and take you back to fucking Sac, and we could just skate some shit, and I'll fucking
skate some old shit. Skate the old Pier 1 gap.
and then I'll take you back same night, next day, whatever works.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Dude, things are changing now. Gonzo, you're not.
We
hungry.
could fucking pick Will up.
Like I said, I don't. I think me and you really like. We've always connected over skating, you know, and like things like that, like games, and then we have the skating, and like we've always just had those little things that always were able to for us. So with skating now, I like today was it was like you said earlier. Yo, skating today with one another was so fun, dude. It was right away when we pulled up to the park, and it was like, oh, I'm a little awkward right now. And then all of a sudden, me and you linked up at the box, and we were like, oh, this is how shit is. Like, we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we just do that for hours. Yeah,
Very
it was nostalgic.
Yeah.
It was nostalgia. And it was really cool to skate today. It really was. It really was. And for everybody listening, I hope that soon me and him get to release videos.
That'd be so sick.
It would be just for fun. It would just be for fun. We're not trying to do anything serious, but dude, I had hella fun today. I had a hella fun at the skate park. Like I kept telling you that too, especially but we were just sitting there and we were just drinking a couple beers after we had just had a skate session, and all we could sit there and say was, "Damn, dude, the night's hella nice. Dude, this beer's hella nice. The weather's hella nice. The session was nice.
People were nice.
The people, dude, that was so cool. We met up with a British.
We were 6 feet apart. Okay.
Yeah, we were. They did not come near us like that. We didn't do anything or chill anything. We didn't have butt sex with them. So
but we were anal towards them.
That was quick. I really admire that. No, dude, we just kept saying that, and it was like Ben said, it was a feeling of being very nostalgic, and just I really miss that feeling. I miss skating, and like
I don't know if I asked you about this before, but Skater XL. What do you think of it?
Force is dark in this one.
Ghost.
I think that the game is going to grow a lot. I do.
Yeah.
I think it's going to grow a lot. It's not.
Because I've heard a lot of mixed reviews.
Okay, so the mixed reviews are all right.
Yeah.
I will say that. All the people that are saying the game sucks are correct, and all the people that are saying the game is great are correct. Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah. It's not a lot. Not worth $40. Jeez, buddy.
He said, "Hey, my name's Gonzo. I drip. I got drip."
I'm gonna feel bad whoever drinks that water because he licks his asshole. So
poor fella. Getting asshole water. Damn, dude, are you for real right now? You're just trying to interrupt every part of this podcast. No, yeah, you are a spaz.
Yeah, the mixed reviews were people who felt like it didn't have enough content, other people who just felt like it was enough, it was satisfying enough for $40. It was justifiable. So
it was not justifiable for $40.
No.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
If anybody that's saying that, you're buying a game.
That's like somebody
where
who
it
has
has
like 2
no
games
goals.
on their Xbox.
Yes, you could buy 2 great, amazing games, or 4 small games, or $21 games.
So what I meant to say, I see what you're saying, but what I meant to say is, it's like somebody who enjoyed that game has like another game, like Skater XL, and like Halo on their Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but I know what you're saying though. So like you could definitely buy it with $40 on the Xbox. You could buy it
way more.
Yeah.
Way more content.
Yeah.
The game's dope though. It is dope, but you have to find it. He's testing me. He's like, I wonder if he'll let me.
He's like, look at these testes.
I know, bro. Yeah. The game is dope. So back to what we were saying about Skater XL. The game is dope, but you have to find out why it's dope. It's not a game that has like a story mode. That's lame. I think that's garbage. For $40, you don't have a story mode. That's garbage. There's like 4 skaters. There's like 4 or 5 skaters.
Who were the skaters? Do you remember?
Nope.
No.
Not even
They're
memorable.
that forgettable.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. They're forgettable.
Do you
at
remember?
least I had just started getting back into like the skate scene, so like I'm not.
So, because I remember you telling me on PC, there's like a huge community, like it has way more maps, and like you're telling me that's correct, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think because I remember reading something. I forgot to say it earlier because we were talking. I remember reading something where that game has been on there for almost a year on PC, on Steam.
Yeah.
And there's another game called Sessions or Session.
I haven't heard that, but yeah, I think
Well,
you're
it's
right.
kind of
I
the
believe
same
you're right.
game.
I don't doubt you.
It's not on PlayStation, but it's on Steam. Steam also, where it's like a skateboarding like you said, the perfect word, simulator.
Yeah,
it's not a
simulator.
skateboarding game.
Yeah, it's a simulator.
It's the same. Yeah.
It's like playing
Totally
Goat
not.
Simulator.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and just running around and doing nothing, but people loved it. It's the same thing. It's just the game is the beginning stages of its lifespan.
Yeah. Fucking.
I liked it, and I told you earlier when I played it and when I showed it to you, I was like, "This is why I like it because you just get to sit here and practice real tricks if you understand the limits of skateboarding. But if you just sit there and hold your analog sticks to the left, of course the board is just going to keep flipping.
Yeah.
Like." And a lot of the people were complaining about that exactly. Like,
It
come on, this is a simulator. I did a 720 360 foot.
Oh,
and I'm like, you guys are idiots. Like, of course, if you just hold the analog sticks, there are going to be limitations on the expectations of what this game's going to be capable of. Its capabilities can only go so far. You hold your analog sticks all the way to the left, it's going to keep flipping. You know what happens if all of a sudden you kick a deck as hard as you can?
Yeah.
It keeps flipping. And you don't land your trick. Like, there is a certain level of control with the analog sticks that once you realize that with that game, that all of a sudden it becomes a great game. I told you earlier, I was like, this game grew on me, and I didn't expect it to.
Yeah.
'Cause I play it every day now.
Because I barely played a little bit when I was here, and then it was kind of like you said, like you just hold, like you accidentally hold the stick to the left or the right on each stick, and fucking. It ends up flipping forever.
Yeah, and you can start
spinning.
out, a spawn on accident by just accidentally hitting the left button, and he tries to shove it, and you'll do a 360 shove it, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Exactly.
Like, shit like that is annoying. But like,
it takes a while to get used to. It's
at
a
the
curve,
same,
a huge
but
curve.
but at the same time, you're trying to land precision tricks, just like in real life.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's why I like the game. But to give people a little insight, I for sure guarantee within 3 months to 6 months, the game's going to get a massive update.
Definitely.
And there's going to be more maps. There's going to be more community maps.
I hope so, at least.
Just like
I think they're trying to see how well it sells.
I think PC's already confirmed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think PC version is what the console version is going to be later on.
Should next gen include PC communities, meaning mods and everything? If we're getting to the point where we're spending near, let's say, I mean, it's going to be like at least
$70-$80.
like, yeah, almost 400.
Oh, well, that's not even including deluxe editions. Yeah.
I'm just talking about like, because the next PlayStation and Xbox are going to be, you know what I mean? I'm guessing they're going to be close to 400, maybe even 500, depending.
I would expect 1,000 almost even. I wouldn't even expect 1,000 for $700 $700
Well, if it's
console.
1,000, should be at least not. Should be if it's $1,000. I'm not saying like I don't know what the price is or anything. So, two-part discussion, I should say. If it's 300 to 500, should it be like? Could it be crossplay? And if it's 1,000, does it need to be crossplay? Or at least share the same communities, like, you know what I mean? Like the same.
If it's $1,000, it needs to do a lot.
Yeah.
Consoles right now are not worth $1,000.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think it will be
just
either.
for the
I think I'm
discussion.
guessing $7.99.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there'll be a plus version that comes with games, and then there'll be a version that's just the console. So my guess is $3.99 to $7.99 is where we're probably. No, that was my fault. That'll be it'll be $3.99 to $7.99. $3.99 is a very unlikely price for a first launch. I'm just saying that low of a price because I think that
especially for these next gens.
I think next gen is going to be in reality. The plain version, whatever that means, the plain version is going to be $5.99. I think that the version
one
that comes with games and stuff is going to be $7.99 because this is what Xbox has done for like a long time.
Yeah,
where they're always in that $5.99, $3.99 range,
definitely
$4.99. We've seen it with like the GTA launch. I think they even did Call of Duty launch and blah blah blah.
Halo and everything. Yeah,
Halo launch. We've seen them do it with them all. They print a shitty computer printed skin for your fucking Xbox. And then they charge you like that's why I say the $3.99 to $7.99 price, because I'm like, they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a shitty skin, or somebody's gonna be like a 24 karat gold Xbox. I guarantee it. Watch,
some stupid
watch.
shit like that.
I promise. Just watch this video later on, and look it up, and I promise you'll find something to watch.
Or some shit. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, dude. These next generation consoles, it's just gonna be. I really hope at the very least there's just some kind of mixture with the community on PC.
Yeah, and fucking PlayStation and Xbox and cross-platform play in general.
Because we have to be at that stage. It's just to the point where hold
on. What are they adding to video gaming if that is not a regular thing?
It's just license issues, dude.
Yeah.
I could see but
for the record, that's not an excuse between PC and Xbox.
Like, why can't they all just come together and just make one game?
Yeah, but licensing is not an excuse between Xbox and PC. Think about that. Microsoft owns both.
So at least Xbox should have some expectation of
cross-platform play
with a lot of games.
Yeah,
at least the free games they have.
Sony would be in their best interest to cross-platform play with PC players. Because they would be able to fucking play with some of the best players. And then Xbox with PlayStation.
Could you imagine the shit talking going on in the lobbies with...
And
you played Xbox?
No, hold on. So let's think about the beneficial stage of that, though. So people are like bullying, blah, 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 or this or that, or... how does that benefit this community? Or how does shit talk benefit any community? Or not even just shit talk. How does any of this cross-platform play benefit any community? Bro. Think about all the funny videos that are going to come out on Instagram and TikTok and Twitch and Twitter and blah, 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 blah on YouTube of people doing cross-platform.
So much stuff that's already come out with
where you don't get those same interactions where you like log into Call of Duty and it's you and another Xbox player on the same setup as opposed to somebody on a beast-ass computer rig or a new PlayStation 4 or 5 playing with you, and all of a sudden you get this this confidence from another player that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think also what Xbox should do, especially these next consoles, should allow I'm good for right now. PC or keyboard and mouse
on Xbox.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
I
think that would really sell. I think that would really sell a shit ton of units to computer lovers.
At the very least, do some kind of like mouse D-pad, like some, you know what I mean, some weird Xbox fucking device that really could just, this is the Xbox size and here's the Xbox mouse, and but it gotta be good. Don't be cheap and fucking be like.
So based on what you just said, I'm curious now that you said that, because you were like, don't be cheap. I like that you said that, because I was actually thinking this in the back of my head, was based on what we've learned about the consoles, they've promised a lot of things and have not delivered on the next gen. They boasted a whole bunch about 120 FPS, and there hasn't been one thing about 120. I don't care what anybody says. They can blow up the comments if they want. There's not been one thing. Their first, whatever that con was, the video game con that they showed, where they first showed the Halo trailers, they literally were like, this is all on 60 FPS. Yeah. They literally made a public announcement. This is the same thing that happened with the Xbone, the Xbox One, not the first Xbox, I mean the Xbox One, where they were like, oh yeah, and you're going to be able to watch music and movies while you play video games. And they showed all those clips. And then now you look that shit up and it's like non-existent. And I'm like, kind of feels like you guys didn't compute the computing power. You know what I mean? Like, so to speak.
I'm pretty sure they're their Xbox is not really trying to
impress, is what it feels like.
Yeah, because I don't know. There's rumors where it's just more of a bidding war. Like, oh, just
Yeah, people
we
are
have
saying
the better console, so it's Sony. Or
people are
it's
saying that
Xbox.
Xbox is done with consoles.
Yeah.
I mean, Microsoft is done with consoles. That's what they were saying, that this might be their last console.
I don't know
That's
if
what
it's
a
going to be
rumor
the
is.
last console, but I think
I think there's too much money to miss out on if it is.
I don't think it'll be the last console because they'll probably think of something else. But I think the only way for them to really win the fucking bidding contest, the console
Shnerd.
wars, I guess. I know,
Shnerd.
right? In my opinion, and this is like my drunk high opinion, but I'm gonna be honest about it, is they have to be able to merge PC. I mean, they're Microsoft.
Wow, yeah.
Xbox and PC.
Yeah, wow, great segue back. Segue back into it. I don't even know what the reverse of that word is.
Reverse segue, I guess.
Yeah, reverse segue.
But
funny.
just
You're gonna have to show a video of a guy running reverse on a treadmill.
But just have it doesn't have to be every game. Just have just certain games that could crossplay with PC.
So, I love
and fucking Xbox or consoles.
So can they be? So do you think that it's a necessity for them to be able to crossplay with other consoles outside, like Nintendo and Sony? Excuse me, Nintendo and Sony.
I would think it would help because not everybody can have.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so awesome.
Well,
I love that. I love that. So I have something to expand on that. That is, if that's is. So you're saying like if this is the next thing, cross-platform play is a must. It's a little bit of a mouthful. Cross-platform play.
That's probably. I think we just invented the new word before even cross-crap-form play.
I know.
Check this video out in like 5-10 years.
Right here, you need to put a hashtag in the corner.
There you
it
go,
says cross-platform play.
Dude.
You need to put that in the corner.
Nice.
We're always making good ideas when we're together. So. I love that you said that about the consoles, about cross-platform play.
Yeah.
Where cross-crap-form play. Where it's kind of a necessity if the next gen is going to be successful, if you get to play with all your buddies. Like, if I want to play with Will, I want to be able to play on my Xbox with him on his computer, since we both have fucking Microsoft, of course.
Right.
But how cool would it be to play with, like, one of our friends who have a PlayStation? And still all three of us link up. So, if that's a must for next gen, can I tell you my must? If this next gen is going to be anywhere near impressive, this is my bar. If your bar is cross-platform play, that's two different ways it sounds the same. I feel like I'm speaking Punjabi right now. So, it's just a lot. It's a mouthful. It was a mouthful to say. It's a lot to say. So, if those are our two levels, cross-platform play.
Yeah.
And here's mine. VR.
True.
AR.
True VR.
VR and AR.
Yeah.
Augmented reality, virtual reality. If you guys are going to like do anything I'm going to go.
That'd be the best way, honestly.
Yeah, I want to see something that's a headset that I literally put on two little things over my head, and I'm like, I put them on, and all of a sudden, my world is like player one.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's just nuts.
Well, a second ago, nobody heard because it was off camera. You said standards. Is that a weird way to kind of transition? Anyways, you said standards.
We had to cut some things. We had an epiphany.
Grounded. You played some of it. We played some of it. We talked a little bit off camera. We were talking about how gameplay wise it's good and everything, but it was lacking. And we can go into it, but what were some of the things you felt like it was lacking off the top of your head?
Well, everything that is lacking, I'm 100% positive that they're going to add later, because they released that little update note about the things they plan on doing.
Yeah, they're going to add more.
The development note, the developers note.
So pretty much for anybody who had to buy that, it was a beta. We just pretty much got sold.
Kind of like I just had to buy Skater XL.
Yeah.
The same scenario.
You just bought a beta.
Yeah, except they were a lot more open about it, and So I'll tell you right now, they're going to add backyards. They're going to add other backyards.
Hopefully different worlds or different or like you said, different backyards.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think they're going
That's
to
what
add
you're
different
talking
backyards, which is really weird because me and you just were talking about a video game, making a video game the other day where you could run through people's backyards. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have it on camera, I think.
Fucking.
Another good idea. But anyways, so I really like the game for what it is for the first 3 hours.
That's pretty much the whole gameplay too.
Yep.
Just 3 hours.
Yeah, because once you get through that, you're just doing the challenges that the robot gives you.
Exactly.
Yep. And I'm sure some things change. Not impressed though.
Yeah, because after that, like you said, the robot it turns into fetch quest.
Fetch quests. Yeah. I don't like that.
It felt like they really rushed it out when.
How long did you play for?
I probably have like a good like 3-4 hours if that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How did you feel about the AI and the animal life? I mean, and the creature life.
The creature life was pretty cool. I actually really enjoyed that.
Did you find yourself avoiding the spiders like a motherfucker?
Dude, the spiders creeped the fuck out of me, bro.
Yeah, okay. So that thought right there is why I am going to keep the game installed and wait to see what expansions they do on the map. Because the spiders and the grasshoppers in that game...
Wait, there's grasshoppers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't met the grasshoppers.
Oh, yeah, they're not nice. You have to expand more of the map.
They're not nice.
Yeah, try swimming across the little, like, puddle.
The puddle?
Yeah, or whatever that is, like a pond.
No, because I've seen the spiders. I did the mission where you went to you have to stop by the place where there's just infested with spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place.
I don't like that place. Yeah.
Gave me some paranoia.
Have you met baby spiders yet?
Yeah.
That was what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The baby spiders.
No, there's a spot where there's like 10 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
10 of those big ass spiders.
I think it's different for everybody in single player mode.
It's also probably, and there's also multiplayer mode and all that stuff. So
yeah, I'm not interested in that bullshit.
Nah.
I'll tell you that right now, because in single player mode, I already get fucked over. Like all of a sudden, I'll build a base, and all of a sudden, a giant fucking wolf spider is like making making that his walking ground, and like. Did you get to the point where you could fly with dandelions?
No.
Oh yeah, so you can cut down dandelions and you can jump off of things and use dandelions to float.
What?
Yeah, it's hella dope.
Dude,
the game gets hella good. Like, and then you can like dig for grubs in the ground.
Yeah, I did that.
What was something else that was really cool that I was like, the only thing I couldn't figure out how to use, like, I didn't understand, and I always have this problem with these builder games, is figuring out how to collect water from drip sources. I figured out how to find water in like soda sources because you find like soda on the ground, like Mountain Dew and stuff. But yeah, dude, the game it's not finished.
Definitely isn't finished. That's the one thing. But that's one thing that's bad about it. But another thing that's good is it can only get better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could. Like I said, I think the same thing's going to happen with Skater XL, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's just I just want to bring it up because I like hype this game so much because I've talked about it for the past couple months.
So, do you think that it met your expectations or was it below it?
Let's just say on a scale of like 1 to 10, it was like a 6.
A little below what you thought.
Yeah, so
that's okay.
Like,
that's all right.
But at the same time,
it's the first day releases and stuff. And
they also sent a message saying like, hey, like, there's more coming, so bear with us.
Yeah.
And I got it for free. I didn't spend money
Game
on
Pass.
it, so,
It's not even a big deal. Like, and for the record, the creepiness of the spiders on point. I run every time.
Her eyes turn red.
Yeah, I started building up. I started building storage containers, and I would just stack them with spears because I had this thought. I was like, one of these days I'm gonna go on a spider hunt, bro. And like I found a spider that was always at the same location, and I found his web, and I was like, I'm gonna go, and I still haven't gone, and I'm like,
you see,
I don't know if I want to dedicate myself to this.
Only made some like arrows and
You made arrows? I haven't even gotten that far. You found needles?
I think so.
The little.
I could have sworn I was using arrows. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you did. That's fucking awesome. It's different for a lot of people.
But I just remember I was like, I'm about to fucking kill these fucking spiders and just fucking like kill them from hella far away. But they weren't there. They were there was like 3 of them there, and then I found the robot dude and fucking.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, baby spiders suck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I ran into those guys too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a spider hole I want to discover that I have on my map.
Can you just go in there? Or?
Oh, you can, but you have to destroy the web.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, destroy the webs. Or
I was trying to just go in there. And I was like,
no, you'll get stuck. You'll get stuck in the web.
Yeah. And then I was the black kid, and I was like, no, that sucks. Because, they all have their own unique voices as the white kid, too. And he's like, Shnerd.
Yeah, I don't know who I picked. I don't remember. I just picked one that was.
There's 2 girls, 2 boys, just like.
Yeah, it's hella simple.
Style,
yeah.
Or 90s.
They're planning on expanding the game with what it feels like is we're gonna get other backyards and with other creatures and expect it sometime that we get house animals like cats and stuff or dogs later on way later on.
And then probably more characters that are specialists. Like they'll probably be like, oh, this character is better at mining, or this one's better at speed or fighting, or
exactly
crafting or something.
I agree.
But yeah, just want to talk about that real quick.
And again, a great game. I recommend you go check it out, but play it for 3 hours if you play it.
I would say if you have to buy it, don't buy it. But if you have Game Pass,
don't buy it.
Remember Battletoads?
Yeah,
fucking dude,
legendary.
So they're remaking the game, and I've got to show you. But Teen Titans Go?
Yeah, of course.
The really cartoony one on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but Battletoads.
Yeah. In a video game?
Yeah. It looks so corny. It looks like the kind of.
I don't know if I'll play that.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's really gonna play it. Maybe I think it's gonna be a more younger thing, like maybe like kids from like 10 to like 16 will probably play it. But
we'll be missing that one, huh?
Yeah, it's sad though to see that
it's sad to see them go such low in quality if it's gonna be a corny game, because that game even back then wasn't corny.
I'll show you after this
for the topic. I mean,
yeah, you'll be sad, dude. You'll be like, oh, I'm sorry.
God damn it, why you gotta ruin my childhood?
For real.
Shit.
So I got a quick question after this. So Call of Duty Season 5. They're bringing out some crazy stuff for their Warzone and just multiplayer in general. But it's free. And it's Season 5, which everything's being free. And I just wondering, one of my questions was, or like for the discussion, is free DLC a great way to keep your games alive? But then also, can it be really toxic? Like GTA, how they were doing great for a minute, and then they just kind of swapped and then did micro transactions.
So, what game was it recently? I think it was on PS4 that said that there would be no microtransactions, and the game ended up selling like the most copies of a game in the first week in a long, long time. Like the Blades of Hiroshima or Ghost of Tsushima, the first video there. That game right there is like being monumental. So depending on how you play, supposedly, I think this is what they said, was that there would be no transactions at all in this video game. And this game is awesome because it's on the level of The Witcher for PlayStation fans. From what I heard, was depending on how you play the game, the weather changes.
That's sick.
Dude, when I heard that, I was like, think about that. Like, does that mean? What does that mean? Like, if you play more like aggressively, the weather gets worse and tries to hold you back, or do you play more chill back and all of a sudden the weather gets more scorching and trying to kill you?
Is that game out already?
Yeah, it's on PlayStation. It's called.
Dude, my sister's husband has been playing that game and he fucking loves that game.
I think they said that there's
he said it's like the GTA but with samurais.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because I think they said that that they don't want any microtransactions at all. That they plan on the game being the game. It's meant for this game. And I'm like, good, dude. Like, stop, like, ripping people off. We're tired of it. Like, we're hella sick of having to buy hella bonus content after paying almost $100, bro.
It's so bad. And then people got suckered into it for, like, from, like, 2010 to, like, 20...
Now.
Yeah.
Like, now.
Past decade.
Yeah, we're about done with it, I think. I think everybody's about done with it.
But these, microtransactions, dude, they're fucking...
They're killing games for me.
Yeah.
They really are, because I got that game, not Rocket Arena, Doom. I got the Doom, the new Doom Eternal. I couldn't think of the name.
That has free DLC?
Yeah, and it has some DLC, but, like, looking at the game, it's like, I see what you guys are doing. You're setting up microtransactions. Like, you guys are going to set up new monsters and blah, blah, blah. You're hoping for this to become like what Fortnite's become, to where you can just add on to the game and it'll just live forever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry, but, like, that's not gaming. Like, a game has its window for a certain amount of time and it's good. And then after, if it's a great game, it's good forever.
Yeah, definitely.
But, like, you should never have to buy to improve. Like, it's just like, if you do, it should be built for that. It should be promoted as that. It should be said, hey, you know what? If you want to get further in this game, buying stuff is the best way.
Building the expansion and
but
everything.
For all the old school gamers and anybody who loves gaming, it's kind of like what you're saying. It's like,
I think those, my bad, I kind of lost track about what I was saying earlier, but I think that's how they kind of sucker in kids with microtransactions and everything. And
be unique, be different.
And then, but with the phone games, you have to kind of try to cancel that shit, because fucking, what are the first things that kids do nowadays? Play on phones.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I mean, that's the next thing they do.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I used to do. I'm just speaking from where I used to do as a child.
You played games and all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, everybody's asleep and I'm on the computer. Just imagine that, but it's like, I'm in my bed alone and I have a fucking iPhone, fucking 12 or whatever.
You're talking about my last night. I was like, I'm gonna masturbate for sure to any porno I can find, tentacle or not.
You're all fucking dual screening with, like, you're watching porn, you're talking to somebody,
it kind of looked like this
while you're watching Netflix, and in the middle of it, there you go, Andrew, dude, you're, damn, this music video is dope. That's good.
I know, and I'm reacting, all while jerking off with the feather. It's pretty impressive behavior, dude.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So, pretty much I really want to talk about the games and the microtransactions. What's crazy though is I looked up what's coming out in the next few months. Besides Cyberpunk 2020 or 2070 or whatever. I looked up October after September, and there's not many games. Like, not much noteworthy. There's to be announced. So I'm wondering if it's just they're waiting for the
COVID stuff.
Not only that, well, probably that, but the next gen consoles, so they could start announcing games and everything. Because literally, it's after September. There's nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to impress me.
There's nothing.
I don't know how they're going to impress me.
I don't know how they're going to impress the majority of the people, because a lot of people don't seem sold on it,
Yeah, I'm not sold on it, especially with Xbox. I'm a big Xbox fan, and this is the
when
first
Xbox
time
is telling you to wait, it's kind of like, what the fuck's going on?
I think that Xbox really dropped the ball on this one, and this is the first time in the last two consoles that I've not been wanting an Xbox. I honestly want a PS5.
Yeah.
Like, looking at them,
yeah, same here,
awesome.
dude.
They look great. They're the only console that when I look at them, I'm like, I bet you if you wait another 6 months, they're going to drop the price, and then they're going to start talking and rumoring. They're going to start putting rumors about the next version of that.
Yeah.
And that console's going to be the amazing one.
Dude.
I promise you, just wait. It's going to be, it'll have like VR capabilities. It'll be like 5K.
Yeah, dude.
It'll be nuts. It'll be fucking nuts. But this first one, from both of them, other than how the PS5 looks, from the specs to the new Xbox to the PS5,
yeah.
I'm like, they fall seriously short.
They do, dude.
They really do. And the game footage, don't get me wrong, the additions to the Halo,
It's not impressive.
don't get me wrong, the additions to Halo, cool. It's not impressive, like you said. You hit that nail on the head.
Even like you said, yeah, the PS5 games to me too. It's just a lot of them are just not
dude.
really.
And we're getting older. We are getting older, and maybe we're getting old to the point where like we're just over like dropping all this money on games now, to where we just keep getting disappointed. I've dropped money on 4 games in the last few months, and every single one of them I've been disappointed in.
You know what helps Nerd Kid?
Huh?
It's not your money.
Well, that wasn't true for me, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh.
Ben's
My
like,
bad.
wow, way to make that awkward. Yeah, I mowed lawns. I don't know about you. Yeah. Huh. That was so good. Go ahead.
Alright, so pretty much towards the end of it, I know we've been talking a little bit.
That's alright. I don't give a shit. It's 42.
So
That's funny. 42 on 42.
Hey. Mulan. Remember that movie?
The Disney.
Disney.
Yeah, they're releasing it for $30 on Disney Plus.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who heard about this.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy?
It's out fucking outrageous. It's outrageous. $30
But okay,
for Mulan?
you have to have Disney Plus, so you have to buy Disney Plus.
For $10.
Then on top of that,
$30. My guy.
yeah,
We're on the same
Yeah.
fucking... Let me put this backwards because I'm getting a shadow on my head.
I could have seen
$30
this.
to fucking dollars, dude.
I could have seen this movie for $5 on like a Tuesday at
Yeah.
the fucking my
But
local.
they're trying to like
movie
convince
theater.
us it's our fault. That all this is happening
they-
and being
they-
like, hey, you know what? It's $30. Just buy it, because if all this wasn't going on, if all you just got your shit together,
I think Disney's
it'd be $5.
testing the waters.
I think you're 100% right. I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
No.
I think you're 100% right.
I agree with all the sarcasm. I back
think
it
you're-
100%.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I think that they're testing the waters for the futures to come.
And you know what waters I think they're testing it for? Especially if all this COVID stuff gets another like extension, so to say.
Huh.
Black Widow.
Oh, yeah.
So they could release that and then
Yeah, they're sitting
for
on
$30
that. Same
bucks.
with, hey, you know what, though? If you want to talk about this COVID thing supposedly delaying things but not really delaying things, let's talk about New Mutants. It's just never coming out. Like, it's going to come out in whenever.
Didn't it come out on Hulu, or is that a different one?
No. Yeah,
It's
this
Teenage
is that
Mutants or
yeah,
something?
it's something different. Yeah, it's that movie that was supposed to come out 2 years ago.
Had the guy
and
from
then a year ago.
Stranger Things, older brother.
Yeah, or some shit.
Will's
And-
older brother.
Yeah, Will's older, Stranger's Will older brother. I don't know. Well, back to what you asked about Mulan, though, because that's really like the
Black
stand
Widow.
subject. I want to see the movie, but I'm telling you right now, me and you are on point when we say we could have seen that for $5 or $10 in theater, and you're charging $30, and you're hitting
On top of the subscription price.
on top of the subscription fee, you are hitting the nail on the head with the assumption that they're testing the waters. That's my opinion too. I have to go with what you said because I agree. I think that they're just testing their marketing waters. Okay, new times, new days, new ages, new marketing strategies.
Yeah.
I think that's all they're fucking doing, dude.
Fucking horrible.
It is a little deplorable. Like it's a little bit degrading as a human to go. I'm gonna pay $30 for this one fucking flick.
Yeah, dude. It's
really silly.
Yeah, I don't know what Disney's thinking, but they're definitely trying to.
But they're definitely winning.
Mm-hmm.
On top of it, though, they're winning, and I hate it.
The market.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, man. Keep making
going
Marvel
bad.
Movies, Disney.
And they have the Alien franchise.
Hey, you know what I seen the other day on that topic? Like, coincidentally. So, you see my mask, right? The face on it. Everybody has, like, a face or jaws or teeth or, like...
Yeah.
You know what this guy made? The most unique face mask I've seen. I'll give you one guess. If you could think off the top of your head, what do you think it is? It's the most unique thing you could think.
A hand?
A hand? That's pretty good.
Or a foot?
I like a foot better. That's actually really lit. I like that. I might have to make that. Give you some credit.
What?
Do you want one more just for joking purposes? I like the foot one, but
a beer? It was a beer in there.
No, bro. That's kind of cute. I'd get that for a girl from like a trailer park. But like, yo, you know what he made? He made a face hugger.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, and it wrapped around his head.
Of that.
Yeah, and it looked like it looked like a face hugger. So the tail went down his belly, and the arms with the legs were the wrap for your head, and it like sucked up to your head, and it was breathable.
That's dope.
I know, and I seen that, and I was like, okay, you win. Like
Right?
that's probably the best one you could do. Like,
Dude.
That's pretty good, bro. The next one is like a Bane mask.
Oh,
yeah, it would be pretty cool. That'd be dope if it actually did breathe and shit. And he's like, Luke, I'm your father. Oh, sorry.
Stay 6 feet away, Batman.
Damn, I really like that actor, too.
Bane.
Yeah, fucking Tom Hardy, man.
Alright, well, it's been a little bit. We've been recording for a minute, so...
Yeah, I made Ben's job hard by adding hella audio. We need to hire somebody to do this.
I know, right?
That'd be hella
I think that,
lit.
too. Ended off with a little bit of WYRs. Would you rather?
Okay, let's hear it. Educate me.
Would you rather skate with no arms or skate with no legs?
Well, in today's world, we've seen both.
So let's say if you have no arms,
Man,
and you try to board slide a rail.
I got an answer.
I just wanted to say that, dude.
Can you imagine?
I know, right? Only people who skate can understand that.
Can you imagine trying to hit the rail and having phantom pains like this, Ben?
Oh my god.
We're getting blocked off YouTube for fucking shit.
Oh my
god. Dude. That crook today on the box would have been impossible. His stomach hurts. Oh man. Oh.
That's the only reason I brought that up.
I can't imagine. It'd be so horrible. You'd be putting your life on the line every day. I'd be like, bro, you want us to go skate this 2-step ramp, bro? You'd be like, nah, I might die.
Imagine if you fell, there's nothing from stopping you.
You bust your head wide open.
It's so funny. It's so funny, dude.
My stomach hurts so bad. Oh my god. Oh, dude. I'm fucking crying, bro. Oh my god.
Oh god.
I like how you were like imagining your road, you're just like this. Maybe you were like this.
Oh shit, well, You know what?
We gotta end on that.
Yeah,
note.
then we're done. Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much for having me
Hell
here,
yeah,
bro.
dude.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Check out Cole Cannon's page, Cole Cannon. Check out the description. Check everything. Check out the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Thank you so much, Josh.
Hell yeah, we're out. Shnerd. I was literally like, I was crying right away when you were like, I was like, this motherfucker.